Hey guys, it's Steph. I just wanted to stop by and say hi. Little more about the election. Trump is declaring Pennsylvania is theirs. The math just adds up. So there's not enough votes in Philadelphia and in the surrounding counties that would go to Biden. So that there you go. They are recalibrating Arizona. Arizona is likely going to go to Trump. And which will help. They should probably be declaring North Carolina and Georgia for Trump soon. Now, I haven't seen anything on Twitter yet, but doesn't mean they're not. But here's the deal: if you're a Democrat and you're watching this, and you're a person of character and moral decency, how can you be proud? Your party has always been dirty, has always been nefarious. Your party has always been the party of the mafia, of the KKK, of Jim Crow, of slavery, of anti-Semitism, racism in general. So how can you be proud of this? I mean, I know there are decent Democrats out there, but you know, you've basically made us as Americans look stupid again, look like we don't know what we're doing, and you made the country look like a banana republic, like Venezuela. We are a first world. We are the first world of first world countries, and you made us look stupid because you can't handle losing to Donald Trump, the outsider. You can't handle that the salt of the earth, the truck drivers, the machinists, the plumbers, the carpenters, the nurses, the doctors, the stay-at-home moms, the welders, the farmers, the cattle ranchers, the salt of the earth, the people that make this goddamn country move aren't sheep like you are. All right? We don't follow your rules. Okay? You don't want us to do better. You know, I've always noticed this. I'm going to say this out loud. The Democrat Party as a whole has always had an anti-middle class bent. They used to be for the working class, but when you parsed it, when you opened it up, here's the problem. The people that were talking about being middle class, the Kennedys, they're about as middle class as I am a billionaire. You understand what I'm saying? They don't know what the fuck it is to be middle class or working class. They weren't working class. What they did was they got money from unions. They got money and they worked with the unions, pretended to care about the poor, pretended to care about working conditions and other as that shit to get elected. They give a shit. Name me one thing the Democrat Party has done that actually has made life better for anybody. The Obamacare. Obamacare doesn't work. It never has. It's. I saw somebody today whining about surviving fourth stage lung cancer, and that ACA helped him. I'm like, bullshit. Bullshit. Okay? It takes away your choice. They don't want you to have a choice. They have choices because they have money. If you have money, you can have a choice. Okay? You can go to Germany for that new treatment. You can go to fucking Australia for that new, you know what I'm saying? But for us, staunchly in the middle class, the petit bourgeois, fuck you. You get what we give you. That's the rule. Working class, they don't give a shit about the working class. And I'll tell you, they've abandoned white, blue-collar people. Okay? This is why unions endorse Donald Trump. This is why the cops endorse Donald Trump. It is petit bourgeois to care about virtue, values, doing the right thing, etc., etc. wealthy people like Mike Bloomberg, like Bill Gates, like Jeff Bezos, like Mark Cuban, have absolutely no connection to any of that, and they hate that. They have, I mean, if you talk to one of these guys, I was watching Mark Cuban on Twitter one day. The guy has all of the virtue and values of a sweat sock found in a sewer. Found in a sewer. Alex, don't worry. I think Trump has got this. They're gonna basically they're saying that Arizona's theirs. They're saying that they basically called Pennsylvania for Trump. I mean, the campaign did. And if they call Georgia and North Carolina, which they should, then it's over. Trump wins. All right. What bothers me is Wisconsin. These things need to be litigated. Okay. The corruption going on there, to me, is astronomical. I've never seen anything like it in my life. But you gotta look who runs those states. You've got a school administrator named Tony Evers running Wisconsin. Let me tell you something. All you have to do is look at him and think pedophile and corrupt asshole. And Gretchen Whitmer is as corrupt as the day is long. Okay, here, and that's the thing. That's how they did this. Wolf tried here in Pennsylvania, and he failed miserably. But, all right, 4 years from now, Mike Pence is running with Kristi Noem as his vice president, or maybe Kristi Noem herself, or, Ted Cruz, but I'd rather have a governor. Governors win. The same shit's gonna happen if they don't stop it now. If they don't expose it, put the people in jail that did it. That's the problem right there. There is a sickness in our system. It's been exposed. It should be embarrassing to every decent American out there. We're supposed to be the country everybody looks at as the model to want to be. These fucking people have taken it and shit all over it. Okay? Okay? Now, you got the Biden campaign declaring victory. I don't know how. He thinks he actually won Pennsylvania, and it's just, I looked at the numbers and it's mathematically impossible, even with the outstanding ballots in Pennsylvania. Okay, it's impossible. I really think that it's time for people to really take a good hard look at themselves and see what they really want in the world. I'm gonna do this. See if we can get a friend on. Now, I'm not gonna be able to have him on, but if he comes in, that'd be great. There's too many people that are too scared right now. The Trump campaign knew this was gonna happen. They were talking about it with the mail-in ballots, and lo and behold, it did. My thing is, what's really interesting to me is the fact that they did it anyway. They're so brazen about it. If you go on Twitter and you follow Attorney General for Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro, I said this before. He is putting evidence out there. When your lawyer says to shut up, fuck up. Don't say anything to anybody. Guess what he's doing? He's the Attorney General of Pennsylvania, and he's like this. Wah. And Trump's people are taking screenshots. Boom, boom, boom. Rudy Giuliani's taking screenshots. I guarantee you, if it got to the point where he had to debate Giuliani at a trial, Giuliani would kick his ass all over the courtroom. It would be ugly. Shapiro reminds me of a mob lawyer. No, I don't think he can anymore, Shaq. Aaron is in the house, by the way. It's just, you know, they don't want to know, though, Alex. They don't want to know that. Okay? They want to act like everything's cool. You know, and I've said this before, I'll say this again, because I think there are new people listening. If you say it out loud, it's real. Yes, there is vote fraud. If you're a Democrat and you say it out loud, yes, there is vote fraud and our party did it, you have a problem, because now you have to confront it, because then it's real. It is no longer the thing you don't talk about. It's there. Ta-da! And I'm going to tell you, if Biden loses, the Attorney General's office, the Department of Justice, will go apeshit on that party, on the Democrats. I would be like, let's get some people into jail now. You know, I told the election officials here in Cumberland County, in Harrisburg, and in Madison, there are people that are going to go to prison over this. This is vote fraud. This is fucking fraud. You can sit there and pretend like it's not happening, but it is fraud, and there are people that are going to go to prison. People you know. True. It's true. How can the people of the United States trust their elections when this shit constantly happens? 20 years ago, we had Bush versus Gore. I know, Jay. I know. And yet Arizona is probably going to go to Trump. They just, the Trump campaign basically said the math is there for both Arizona and Pennsylvania. Okay? The problem is this. You've got these Democrats who are basically mob bosses. Pelosi, Schumer, Keith Ellison, and was it the guy that runs, hey, Demanjai, the guy that runs the DNC, he's a big racist too. They're like mob bosses. It's like the Corleone family, only Vito Corleone was actually an honest man. You know, I said this in a thing I posted on Facebook. The thing about the mafia was they were transparent. You knew who they were. You knew what they did. You know, my husband's grandfather would say, don't get involved with them because you'll never not be involved with them. Do you understand? Everybody knew who they were. They knew who Paul Castellano was. They knew who John Gotti was. They knew who Carlo Gambino was. Everybody knew who Lucky Luciano was. All right? Mob bosses. These fuckers, they do the same goddamn thing. All right? They shame black men. Hey, Dave. They shame black men to keep them on their Democrat plantation. I've never seen such a bunch of racist assholes in my whole fucking life as I did this last election. It's mind-boggling to me that they get away with it. But they're Democrats, so they can. Now, if I was to say if I was to say to one of my black friends what Chelsea Handler said to, you kill me. Rightfully so. But because she's Chelsea Handler, she can get away with it. Fuck that shit. I am sick of it. This is the time that we regular Americans, whether you're a Republican, independent voter like I am, libertarian, whatever, we gotta stand up and say no more of that shit. You can take your politically correct crap and throw it out the fucking window. Okay? I am fucking done with it. And we saw it in the culture. We saw it in Star Wars. We see it in DC Comics. We see it in Marvel. We see it in other franchises like Star Trek. We see it everywhere, right? If you don't think like us and like a stupid little sheep, then you will be shamed and you will be deplatformed and all the rest of that shit that they do. It's not even technically 1984. It's worse than that. The Russians would do that. Oh, I know, Demanjanai. When she said that, I was like, if I was sitting next to you and I heard you say that, there would be fists flying, and there would be mine. I would, if someone said that to you, or to Abu Nas, or to Mark with the C, any of you guys, I would destroy them. If somebody said that to my confirmation sponsor, my good friend Danielle, I would go berserk. You couldn't stop me. There's right and there's wrong in this world. There's nothing in between, and you don't like what someone's doing, you have no right to shame them. No right at all. I had my oldest sister trying to shame me for not being a Democrat. I'm like, well, if you're the example of a female Democrat, fuck off. Be like me. Can you imagine what a boring world it would be where if everybody dressed alike, thought alike, and looked alike, and did the same things, and said the same things? It'd be a world of non-player characters, NPCs. Right? That's not how the United States is supposed to work. They don't respect the rights of the individual. The Constitution was set up to protect the rights of the individual. Period. This is why we have the Electoral College. So smaller states like North Dakota, South Dakota, Wyoming, Montana, Idaho, Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, all those states that don't have a lot of people, Alaska, they're protected. Their votes matter. Their votes matter. All right? Your vote matters. When they try to steal an election, they disenfranchise you. They take away your vote. They take away your right to your opinion with that vote. Do you understand now? If a Republican was to do something like this, they would shit themselves. But it's okay when they do it. Now do you understand where I'm coming from? Now do you see it? They want to make you weak. They want to make you dependent. They don't give a shit about how you live, your beliefs, anything. If you're Catholic, they're going to slam the door in your church and not let you go pray. If you're a Jew, hell, they might beat you up or shoot you. Okay? If you're Muslim, they close your mosques. If you're heterosexual, they're going to shit all over you and call you names and call you a homophobe. If you don't believe in abortion, you're a breeder. You're a Handmaid's Tale and all the rest of that fucking garbage. Your rights don't matter to those people. They don't matter to Nancy Pelosi, to Sheila Jackson Lee, to that putz, I call him Meyer Lansky, Chuck U. Schumer. They don't matter to Joe Biden. They don't matter to, Kamala Harris. How many innocent black men did she jail? On trumped up charges and fake evidence. How many? Yet here we are. The party of tolerance and love. Fuck that shit. They're the ones burning down cities. They're the ones sending their thugs to people's private residences. They're the ones that are stabbing people in the back, like what happened to the lady that took down the BLM stuff in New York and then came to DC and did it. They're the ones doing that. It's not us. Don't worry. It's not us. It's them. All right? It's them. And they think it's okay. That's all right if they do that. It's all right if they threaten you. It's all right if they walk into your business and demand you give them 10% for reparations or some shit. It's all right if they burn down your house. How many black people lost businesses in Minneapolis and Detroit because of this shit? Democrats don't fucking care. They don't care. It was Republicans that started the GoFundMe stuff for those people. It was Eric Trump putting out the message to help these people that lost their businesses. Democrats could give a fuck. All right? Trust me, if there's a Democrat watching this, they will be really pissed off. Fuck you from everybody watching and me. Okay? Your time is over. We're done. We're done dicking around. Okay? I am fucking fed up. This happened in 20 years ago. I got high blood pressure because we were so fucking like, Gore, just concede, you jackass, you've lost. And the whole fucking thing when SCOTUS had to come in and stop the recount in Florida. Do y'all remember that? Do you remember how embarrassing that was? People going, what the hell is going on in the United States? Oh, we just have a bunch of self-centered goddamn fucking Democrats who can't handle losing. And when they know they're going to lose, they try to steal because they're filthy, corrupt assholes. I mean, what are they going to do when turns out Trump wins Pennsylvania, when they finally give Arizona to Trump, when they finally declared North Carolina and Georgia for Trump? What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Complain, scream he was illegitimate? They already did that once. Everyone's bored of it. And I can't see how this helps them grow their party. Telling black men, you're not black if you don't vote for Biden. But people still did. People followed that. They're not. If you don't think for yourself and you're not taught to think critically, that's the problem of our education system. You will always follow the herd. And that makes you a very uncool person, in my opinion, but hey, that's me. Anyway, I gotta go. I just wanted to update you guys. The Trump campaign says they've got Pennsylvania and Arizona. All right. I don't, Carla, I know what CNN said. CNN spins fairy tales, and the reason why they're doing it is so when it's finally obvious that Trump won, they can bitch and moan and call him illegitimate. And it's just what they do. It's just what they do. My opinion? We take them out of business. All right? We run them out of business. That's all we can do. This is Steph signing out. I'll see you around the galaxy.